Hey everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Today's show, we got a whole bunch of comments from the viewers to go over. But first, let's get into some action in the show. I think I was driving a little bit of our viewers to drink. Speaking of, I got a little, it is kind of a little bottle of Rosewood Estate Mead. This shit's fucking really expensive. $20 for a bottle that's barely the size of a beer. Canadian beer, but it's mead. And oh, I love mead. Mead usually makes me really sick the next day, but man, when I'm drinking it, oh, it tastes so good. This mead is like a little bit not as sweet as some of the sweeter meads you can get. I'd say it's medium sweetness, so it's not really that sweet. But it doesn't taste as bitter as wine. Definitely a little bit sweeter than that. Little hint of olive too. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe at the corking process or something. Ooh, level 140. Yeah. Now it's, oh yeah, let's turn this. Level 140. Yeah. We'll make that the screenshot. Chugging wine and fucking, or mead. Well, mead is technically a wine, but I don't really think of it as wine because it is substantially different. Alright, we got one hero, 9 left to go. Yeah, let's fight this off first so I can get a couple hits of the vaping. One of my viewers was nice enough to point out that I'm stoned all the time for the Clone Evolution videos. And I'd just like to emphasize to everyone that yes, I usually am stoned for most of the Clone Evolution videos, but I do go through occasional bouts of sobriety, weeks and weeks on end, sometimes even months on end. I haven't been doing it lately because last time I tried I had a huge fucking problem with my health. Still shitting blood occasionally, so I figured as long as my health is like really going down the shitter, it's like instead of popping a whole bunch of pharmaceutical pills to deal with the pain, I'm just going to keep using weed for the time being. Hopefully less side effects. Now, I do agree with the viewers, it's not good to be high all the time. A, because it ruins your buzz. It's like if you smoke weed all the time, eventually you'll go immune to it, so you can't catch a buzz anymore. Then you'll be stuck turning back to alcohol. Yeah, so cheers. Good points, viewers. I'm high way too often. Now, another viewer pointed out that he hates it when I say the word yo. I was thinking, so do I. I just said it occasionally as like a joke to make fun of it. It's not like I actually think yo is something good to say. Word. Now, there's a comedian, you guys may have heard of him, Ali G. Back when I was a teenager, he used to go on TV and do episodes of being a host that was high all the time. And he would interview people from like the gangster perspective. I was thinking, I always tried to copy that a little. He would always go into the interview and be like, hey, yo. And the scientist would be like, why did you get me on your show? It was pretty funny. Now, a lot of people give Ali G a hard time because he does get a little bit political too much, but I think most of his comedy made me laugh over the years, so I give him credit for that. Oh, what a combination. Two of my favorite tasting things in the world. Ghost Train Haze, mead. If only I had a nice pair of boobs to go with it. I'm just kidding. Hey, if I keep eating. Now I really got to get more back into working out. I'm working out about maybe 2 to 3 days a week. And before I used to work out every day, and I already noticed my chest starting to go flabby. It's like, holy fuck, it doesn't take long, right? See, I didn't even quit working out altogether. Just cutting back was enough. No, the guy that hates yo in the chat reminds me of this one guy I used to have on my paranormal chat. And when you do paranormal videos, he's a really cool guy. What's his name? Curtis? But, yeah, he's a real stickler for any, what is it, what do you call it? You know when someone's like really picky with punctuation, like if you use there properly, it's like all the different waves of spelling the same word that mean slightly different things, but they could just spell it all the same and no one would ever care. Except for people that are really picky about spelling and grammar and shit. Yeah, so he was really picky about spelling and grammar, and then it came time to talking. He was also very picky about swearing. He's like, whenever I sweared, he would not listen to the episode. So at one point I was like, man, should I really be molding my show around people that are really picky about what they like and don't like? Or just go with what I like and I don't really give a shit what other people think? So I don't want to be too much of a jackass and say screw it to my viewers, so I'll try not to say yo all the time, but at the same time I'm going to make fun of whatever I want, whenever I want, so that's the whole reason I do YouTube, so I don't have a boss telling me what to do. Although technically YouTube is like a boss that tells me what to do, but just like my real job, I do shit behind their back. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, the other comments I had from viewers, holy fuck is that good. It's like it tastes amazing. It's hard to believe that mead is the healthiest alcohol you can drink. They say mead is actually considered medicine in the olden days. It's because honey is medical properties as well. It's very good preservative, antibiotic, or probiotic I should say. It helps healthy bacteria grow in your stomach. So maybe this will help me shit blood less, hoping less. Now I shouldn't make fun of the shitting blood thing. I know that it is one of the symptoms of colon cancer. But when I looked at the other symptoms of colon cancer, I've had all of them for basically my whole life because I was born with really bad stomach problems. I've actually had a tumor that grew in my stomach to the point where I had to go in for chemotherapy for it when I was a kid. So it really is only a matter of time before it comes back. But I just got screened for it like a few months ago, so that's, I figure, even if I am shitting blood, it's like maybe it is just like hemorrhoids or something. Because if I went to go get screened again, they'd be like, sorry sir, you just got screened and you were okay. And I started looking into the MMA fighters who have had similar things. It was a George St. Pierre and Brock Lesnar and a lot of the big athletes that got into fasting. I was like, fuck man, I was into fasting too, so maybe I triggered the same thing they did. What they called theirs was colitis. So I don't know, they said colitis is one of those bacteria problems in your stomach or something like that that never really goes away completely, but you can manage it. So I was thinking that's kind of what it sounds like mine more. Because I go through really bad flare-ups and then back down to almost nothing and then bad flare-ups. And sometimes I can go years without any bad flare-ups, so I was thinking it's probably more colitis than it would be colon cancer. That's just going by my own symptoms. Now I've always got backup plans for everything too. If I get colon cancer, then I guess I'll have to go and ask the creator for some help. Part of my work in the paranormal was getting in contact with the creator, being summoned to Dreamer's Rock. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's like a place that shaman have been going for millions of years. Well, however long humans have been on the earth. And you're supposed to go there to unlock special powers when you're summoned. Sort of like Dragon Ball, how you had to go to King Kai's planet and get his powers unlocked. Or was it Gohan? Well, he had those dormant powers or whatever. And I forget how, but some sort of training unlocked it. So yeah, so that's what you're supposed to do when you're a shaman for dream work. You're supposed to get called to that Dreamer's Rock, contact the creator. Oh, here we got a big chest. But it's only supposed to happen when the world's, holy, 10 gold? What the fuck? That was sweet, yo. I've never gotten 10 gold. 10 gold from, what was that? The fucking regular battle shit. That's unreal. Maybe that's a sign the creator wants me to go soon. Now I figured I wouldn't bother going to Dreamer's Rock. Well, actually I tried to go once, twice, no, 3 times. And each time my trip got fucked over at the last second, like even while I was there. So I was like, holy shit, maybe it's just not time yet. And I kept thinking about the legend too. Everything in the world is supposed to go to complete shit before someone's called there. So I was looking at the world, I'm like, well, it is kind of going to shit, but it's not complete shit yet. We're almost there. Maybe that's how it's going to go. by the time I'm like shitting blood really bad and got colon cancer and have to go do something to cure it, that's when. No, I don't highly recommend following my path. It's like a lot of people are probably thinking, dear God, if you think you have colon cancer, you should be going to the hospital, not some vision quest. Yeah, I'm sure 99.9% of the people that's true for. Not to think that I'm like special or something, it's just, but you can tell I'm a little different. Now it's funny, most people that are really skeptical of my dreaming abilities, it's funny, they'll ask for like some sort of proof that I can prove it to them that the dreaming ability does work to a certain point. I don't know what it is, it's like fucking clockwork. Something will happen where I'll dream something about them, and then I'll tell them, and then it'll come to pass, and then they never doubt it again. Or maybe they do. I even doubt it from time to time, and I'm experiencing it. Now, what was the latest dream work I had? Oh yeah, the last one I had was, sometimes my brother's a little bit skeptical of it. And then I told him my dream, and I'm like, I think one of the mowers is going to break today, because I had a dream about it breaking and shit. Or a similar dream. He's like, nah, he just got this new mower. Oh yeah, that was what it was. I like told him that I had a dream about some new equipment that he bought, and then it was going to break. And then he's like, oh fuck, and I'm like, what? He's like, oh, he just bought a new mower, he's going to be trying it out today, and it's a used one, so it might break. So I was like, okay, well you better watch it, because I'm pretty sure this thing's going to break today, right? So what do you know, he fucking mows the whole lawn with it, it was fine. And he's like, alright, see, your dream was wrong. And then he gets it into the trailer, he's like, oh fuck. I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, the whole mower almost fell apart. He's like, we just finished the job before it collapsed. And I was like, oh, see? And he was even a little bit more skeptical too, but I told him what color the machine was. I was like, in my dream, I'm like, you had this really big new red machine. So I'm like, what color's the mower? He's like, it's red. Which is kind of funny too, because most of our equipment's all green. It's very, very rare for us to have red equipment. Now I guess it could be one of those things where you're just looking to explain everything as one thing, and you're always just going to bend the truth to match whatever it is, but I don't know. If anyone doubts it, let me know. I'll see if I can come up with a dream for you. Now the dream work works best when I'm sober and don't vaporize any weed or smoke any weed of any kind for at least a day or two. So it's not as easy to do as it sounds. Oh yeah, one of my other viewers is saying he wanted me to add me as a friend, but my friends list was maxed. So I told him I would clear a little bit of room. There's a couple of people who haven't been online for a day, so I booted them, but mostly everyone else. I just keep Leland I subbed around because he was nice enough to create a username like that. That was really cool. Even though he doesn't play the game anymore, I guess I should swap him out with someone else, but... Now, if anyone else would be interested in getting into dream work, I highly recommend it. I don't know what it is. Like, dreams is one of the coolest things that we have in our lives that no one understands. It's like a mystery that'll always be there. And it's like a mystery that everyone experiences. It's not like just, oh, maybe one or two people experience it. It's like everyone does. And no one can solve it. Yeah, has anyone else ever had weird dreams where they dream something and it comes to pass the next day? I actually had a couple like really long-term dreams before where I used to have the same repeating dream over and over and over again. And then eventually, whatever happened in that dream will come to pass. And then after it does, that dream is over and it'll skip to like a new repeating dream. My old repeating dream is I used to always dream that every time I went into my backyard, I would look up and I'd hear loud noises, and I would see a plane, like a 747, crashing in my backyard. I was like, oh fuck man, this sucks, like giant airliners crashing in my backyard. I have that dream over and over again, at least like once a week, mostly once a month, but occasionally it get more intense, like once a week, depending how sober I was. So you can probably tell, not very often. Just once a month or so. It's like I put the bong down for once a month and fuck man, dreams everywhere. No, but then as soon as September 11th happened, never had that dream again. So I was like, oh, maybe that's what it was. I was getting a premonition of the planes crashing in 9/11. And I think the whole crashing my backyard was like a metaphor for planes crashing in America, like our own backyard sort of thing. No, back when you guys are probably so young watching this video and weren't even alive for September 11th, but it was always seemed like a myth that any attacks could ever happen in our country, like our own backyard. So that's why it was like a big thing when September 11th happened. We realized that the Islamic State could actually attack us and has been, or will attack us and already did now. I'm surprised the war is still going to this day and some people don't even know we're at war with the Islamic State. I know it seems like kind of like a mean war or whatever, but it exists either way. Ah, here we go. We got another crash server. Alright guys, I'll be right back. And I'll try not to get too much more into politics. I don't really like talking about them either. Sometimes it's just I get rambling. Sometimes. Who are we kidding? Every time. Alright, welcome back everyone. Now, just not to pick on the Muslim faith too much. Actually, a lot of the coolest friends I've ever had are Muslims. I find that their culture is very strict in a way, and not all cases, but the ones I met had usually really strict parents, and it usually turned them out to be really super nice people. So as much as some people pick on Islam being a little bit too strict, it's like in some cases I think good strict can be helpful, right? Especially if you're too easygoing. That's one of the problems I have, so that's probably why I'm drawn to hang out with Muslim people more often. Get me back in shape. Drink less. Eat less pork. I could probably use less pork. I've been consuming way too much bacon. Maybe that has something to do with the whole shitting blood. Nah, there's good sides and bad sides to everything. Let's check this shit out. Oh yeah, and then another viewer was saying in the chat, he wished me good luck with the greenhouse today. I don't know if it was his good luck wish, but man, managed to pull it off. I finished assembling it today. Well, the only thing I didn't finish assembling is the eaves trough, so I'll have to try to get that finished before it rains. But structurally, the entire greenhouse is completed, even the door. And it was funny, remember how, I don't know if it was this show or the next one, I was bitching that I fucked up the greenhouse the first day, and I grabbed one of the beams, and I smashed it on the ground because I was really stressed out. And actually bounced and fucking hit the wall of the greenhouse and cracked one of the fucking panels. It's irritating. Wish I never did that. But I was all pissed off that I fucking bent the piece out of shape too when it smashed. And I was bitching that I was like, man, there was like a 50-50 chance that I would either bend it one way or the other. Holy shit, 800 fucking death tokens. Holy, look at all these jewels. What the hell was all that? I'm gonna read some of those. Alright, Gizmo 1. No, and I posted that in the Facebook group, and I feel sorry for him. The one guy posted that by mistake he bet on the other guy. So he didn't bet on Gizmo and he lost. So I feel bad for you, man. I wasn't even sure either, but luckily I had my guild members here telling me to bet on Gizmo. I should see if someone, I think it was Luna, she said always bet on Gizmo. So big shout out to Luna, thanks. And I kind of realized she was right too, because what was it? Oh yeah, they have that little meter that shows who everyone else is betting for. Season ending rewards. So what season is that? Maybe that's the, I don't even know. Maybe the guild battle season? Alright, thank you game for all those sick rewards. Thank you Luna for the advice on Gizmo. That was pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to get some Skype callers lined up. I know I arranged a Skype caller before, but I didn't even think, like, I'm doing a lot of weed stuff and he's underage for 18, so probably shouldn't get anyone under 18 on the show, but I don't know, maybe I'll manage it and just don't vape that episode. No drinking and vaping for a change. Let's see what we can do. No, guys, I'm pretty sure, like, there was a few days there where my stomach was almost back to normal. I was like, fuck, maybe I overcame this bout. I can lay off everything. But no luck yet. Oh yeah, I got some new emails from Alibaba that silencer shit for the bong is on the way. So hopefully soon we'll have silent bong hits. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm getting sick of the bubbling sound too. Now, I appreciate when you guys message in and bitch about the show. As much as it seems like bitching and people are like, oh, you shouldn't bitch so much. And it actually does stress me out quite a bit too, I won't lie. It's like, oh, the bitching. But normally I've got the guts to make it through it, and I can try to reason. Try to find some actual constructive criticism in the bitching. Try to improve myself, not just get upset about shit. It's not easy. I encourage everyone to try it. It's a real challenge. If you like a challenge, try being nice. Being a complete jackass is usually the easier thing to do. Now, a lot of the advice I'm giving you guys is stuff I'm trying to do myself, and as I age, I'll probably realize it was bad advice, so don't take it to heart unless you're willing for a little bit of failure. Alright, I should be able to kick the shit out of this team. This team too, but I'm a little bit concerned about... Oh yeah, that was what another viewer kept saying. They're like, watch out for the Chaos clones. They're like, Chaos clones are the ones you want. Now, like, I've never really gotten into using Chaos clones. You can tell my lineup doesn't have any. The only other Chaos clone I was thinking of making was the pumpkin guy. But I heard he sucks balls, so that's why I was thinking I shouldn't make him. Unless I needed a good ball sucking. I'm referring to basketball. I don't know what you guys are thinking. There's always a lot of ball sucking in basketball, isn't there? Isn't there? Alright. What the fuck? I clicked something. Should I try one match at this one and one at those? Level 140. What level am I? 130? Yeah, I'm at level 140 too. I don't know. 2 healers. Let's give it a try. Holy fuck, is their power almost 3 million? That's a little bit ridiculous. Let's try it just for the hell of it. I figure I'll get my ass kicked, but let's see how bad. Yeah, it's the mead. It's making me happy. It's weird. I don't want to like use alcohol as like an antidepressant, but I was kind of down in the dumps today, even after getting a lot done. Got my uncle in and out of the bath even. Got the greenhouse finished. I'll get some pictures of the greenhouse soon. But I don't know. Something like the YouTube channel, I don't know what it was. Something like put me over the edge where I started feeling negative. And just a couple sips of that booze or mead. Whew, flying. Happy as a fucking pig and shit. But I better not keep using it as a crutch like that. Become dependent on booze. I'll fucking rot my teeth out. Next thing I'll know, I'll be in the dentist paying thousands of dollars to get my teeth fixed again. I don't know, some of my friends that ruined all their teeth went straight to dentures even before they turned 40. It's like, it's not a bad idea when you think about it. It's like, geez, all the money you spend at the dentist, just take the plunge, go for dentures. Alright, I'm happy. I got one of these guys dead. But I'm worried Samson, I don't think, has the strength to take anyone else out. Oh, fucking people are targeting him for assassination. Come on, Samson. Okay, fully charged Samson. See if you can tear someone a new one. Oh, not enough. That's what I was thinking. This battle, I might stand a chance if I can start freezing and stunning them. There we got a good round of freezing and stunning. But really, it has to be leading up to Samson's special. If they have time to... Oh, fuck, man. Uncle Joe, how'd you die? What the fuck? How'd they kill Uncle Joe? Everyone was at full just a second ago. There we go. 2 more dead. That's what I like to see. I think it's that chick. I don't trust that chick. The chaos one that guy was telling me about. No, and that's what a lot of people are saying, like, why the hell am I using the scrolls? And I tried to emphasize before, I've got specific goals that I'm going for. And if burning the scrolls isn't going to get me that goal, I almost see no reason to do it. Like, sure, I can finish the mission, how many ever levels or whatever, but my main objective is getting Crime Fighter to gold. So if I don't get Crime Fighter to gold by doing it, why would I do it? Oh, fuck, he killed another one. So I know, like, those guys that are telling me to burn all the scrolls are saying that, hey, you might get Crime Fighter. Well, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to take a chance doing something where I might get it. I'd rather just guarantee that I get it. I know it seems like a long time to wait. I know it's probably this new generation, like, I know, guys, like, my fucking patience is very thin compared to what it used to be. I think when I was in my 20s, I used to get compliments. People like, man, it seems like you have all the time in the world. You never are in a rush for anything. But, yeah, these days, we want to get everything done right away. But I'm in no real rush to burn those scrolls. I've already gotten used to not burning them. So I figure, shit, let's, like, save up shitloads of scrolls. I'll beat that thing to full level 3, and I'll fucking get Crime Fighter, and... what's the deal? I have to wait a bit? My team is already really good right now. Like you can see, I'm like going to beat people that are like a million power over me. So I think waiting has like made me worth it. Oh fuck, I might not be able to beat this team. The rounds are almost up. Is it 30 rounds? Come on, Samson, kill her. Holy fuck, he hit her and didn't do anything. Oh, it's 31. Hopefully it's 50 rounds. What is with this chick? Why can't I kill her? It's like her health is invincible or something. I think it's because she's healing herself faster than I can kill her. I don't get why Samson's not hurting her. It's maybe because her element's water and Samson's fire, so it neutralizes it. I was wondering what the deal is with this guy's team. How is he able to actually have such a high power level? It's because this healer of his just never dies. Which is weird. I've had this chick before. Maybe it's because I didn't unlock her to gold. But when I had her in purple, she did not suck balls in a good way. When I seen her, I was hoping she would. Oh well. I came close to beating her. It's a shame, it's just none of my attacks do any damage to her. It's like normally Samson can do 1 million or 2 per hit with his special, even before he was gold. Now he's gold and he can barely do any damage to her. It's a shame, I think I could have beat her if my other 2 heroes survived. I don't know what all of a sudden killed them. It's like they were at full health, no one was hitting them. All of a sudden dead. Must be some special ability, I don't know. Anyways, let's go on to this battle. Bit of a disappointment, but at least the mead's cheering me up. You can tell, it's like maybe I'm a happy drunk. That's what I was going to say too. I'm actually getting a buzz off this mead. I've only drank half the bottle. I was thinking, geez, lately I've been chugging vodka like 5-6 shots in a row. Don't even get a glow. I was like, what the fuck, man? That's a lot of vodka. Why isn't it giving me a buzz? Hopefully it's not something with my stomach all fucked. Can't even digest alcohol properly anymore. Now, I encourage you guys to try to look after your health when you're young. I know when you're young it seems like, oh, you're invincible, but you'd be surprised how fast it catches up to you. I don't know. Some bad advice I got too. Weirdest thing is, like, I know some people didn't take care of their health at all. Like, just smoked, drank, out in sun the whole day, no suntan lotion. It's weird. Some of those people outlived the people that were health freaks. They were always like, hey, put suntan lotion all the time, never drink alcohol, don't smoke. It's like, it's fucked. I don't know if the earth just likes to taunt people or what it is. So who knows? Like, even if you do all the things you're supposed to, you could die very young too. So maybe it is all about balance. Don't go to one extreme or the other. Try to find a balance. I think balance is always good advice. Yeah, so how was everyone's weekend? I guess for me it's Sunday, so I'm just wrapping up the weekend. Get called in for a shift tomorrow, but my boss is promising me that he'll let me take more time off to look after my Uncle Pete. Because I was supposed to get him into the bath sooner this week, and I just couldn't manage with how bad my back was from shoveling all week. Well, not all week, 2 days. Short days too. But we'll see. Maybe that's what's been getting me down the dumps. It's like I was thinking I was overdoing it, and trying to do 2 full-time jobs at the same time was burning me out. I gotta pick, either look after my uncle for the pandemic or work. I can't do both as much as I want to. Maybe in little short spurts here and there, but not permanently. That's all I think I'll have to do. Just keep balancing it out. Do whatever shifts I can. It'll help keep me in shape. And then keep doing my uncle the full time. Because he's really the most important right now. That's what I was thinking for a long time. My life was almost at the point where I was trying to find meaning or purpose. And as bad as it is when someone in your family gets fucked up and they can't look after themselves, if you're lacking purpose in your life, sure helps put things in perspective. Alright, before we get this battle underway, let's get a quick message from the sponsor. Today's adventures were brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Woo! Welcome back, everyone. Let's get this battle underway. Woo! I was trying to think what other messages. The scrolls. Yeah, I appreciate all the comments coming in, guys. Even the ones making fun of Yo. That was pretty funny. No, I'm glad everyone made fun of Yo. If everyone was saying they liked it, I'd be like, oh no. I want to keep saying Yo. See, don't bring it up or I'll end up saying it over and over. It's all all your fault. I swear, I had nothing to do with it. God, I love mead. God, I love Ghost Train Haze. See, isn't that funny how life can go like that? One minute you're shitting blood and you're like, holy shit, man, life sucks. And the other minute you're vaporizing and drinking mead and you're like, yeah, this life ain't so bad. Yeah, wait till you guys see the pictures of the greenhouse. I was actually had to marvel at it. I was like, man, for a long time there, I was like, this is not going to happen. I was ready to throw it off the balcony. And it would just fall into my backyard, not into like traffic or anything like the traffic or the chair girl. I'm not going to pull a chair girl. Now, if anyone hadn't heard what Chair Girl was, there was a girl in Toronto, city I lived near. I'm sure you've heard of it. World-class city. There's this girl who lives in a condo, like really high up. She wasn't called Chair Girl before, but she was doing some stuff for her YouTube channel, and then she got carried away, and she thought it was funny as a prank. She had this little tiny fold-up chair. It's like barely weighs anything. And she threw it off the balcony. Then I forget, it fell, like landed on like a parking lot or something. Maybe a pathway. And then some people obviously pointed out, like, hey, that's really dangerous if there happened to be someone walking underneath. Even though the chair didn't weigh much, it's like, it's gonna fall a long way before it hits the ground. And then at that speed, it could kill someone. So then, technically those people are right, but like, who hasn't been a kid and accidentally thrown something off a balcony before they realize, like, hey, shit, this is dangerous. So anyways, instead of just letting it slide because she filmed it for a prank on YouTube or whatever social media platform she shared it on, they ended up taking her to court for it. I think they ended up giving her community service, and she got the nickname the Chair Girl. She made it into a Drake video, and then Drake found out that it was the Chair Girl, and I think he got her removed from the video. Which I'm kind of surprised with all the shit Drake promotes. I think throwing chairs would be the least of it. He's rapping about hoes and drugs and shit. It's like, don't be doing those chair pranks. Not ruin someone's life. I don't know, maybe I just mistranslated the Drake music. He was actually preaching Bibles quotes and I didn't realize it. Sorry about that, Drake. No, I actually like Drake's music for the most part. I find it more like comedic rather than musically entertaining, but entertaining either way. His voice is kind of cool too. It's like his talking voice is almost as good as singing. I was thinking I need to work on my voice. A lot of times I listen to the recording, I'm like, fuck, I can't even understand what I'm saying. So I don't know how you guys do it. Everyone's probably like, we have no idea what you're saying. At least 90% of the time. Fuck, I love mead. I wish I would have drank this on a Saturday. Can't believe I have to work tomorrow and that's the day I picked to drink it. Oh, tomorrow's shift is gonna be hell. That'll whip me into shape. It's like, oh, you thought you're depressed, are you? Try this. Go into work hungover. Now see how you feel. Nothing like shoveling dirt and fucking boiling hot heat waves while you're hungover. That'll whip you into shape. I shouldn't jinx it. Probably not gonna make it into work at this rate. I still got half the bottle to go. Well, it is only 9 o'clock, so hopefully I'm finished the bottle by 10. It won't be so bad. Sober up by 1 at least. Back in my old work, I used to push it to the extremes. Saturday night, I would go drinking to the bars. Last call is at 2 a.m. I would get home, fall asleep around 3 or 4. Then I'd have to get up at 5 or 6 and go to work. Because I had a Sunday morning shift. And it was like a multi-million-dollar company that relied on me opening it. So if I didn't make it, it was going to be a big trouble. I made it every time. The only downfall is my health went down the tubes. I probably should have just called in sick a few days and got fired. Save my health. Being the hero ended up having the biggest price. Right, so that almighty battle happened. It's not so bad. I was thinking with the way this Hero Games works, it's going to take me 3 or 4 of them before I can save up enough to buy the chest. And I'm pretty sure the guy was telling me that the Chaos clones are the ones that I need. And here it says Chaos and Ordinary Selection. So I think this is what he was trying to tell me, was focus on these. It's funny because I already have Undead Rasputin. And he was arguing with someone in the chat. At one point I was reading the chat argument and I was like, hey, this is awful. I hate seeing people argue. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is my YouTube channel and I need all the feedback I can get. More comments the better. So yeah, it's all good if you guys want to argue. It does stress me out a bit, but now I was trying to think the only thing I could say as advice to the argument is try to see both sides of it. And they were basically arguing, if anyone didn't read the argument, it was about different hero charts it was the Darwin thing, about what you need to evolve people. And the one guy was pointing out that he's trying to drill it into my head, but I'm too stoned to realize which ingredients it takes to make people. And I know what it is. It's like when I do stuff, I tend to prioritize. Like stuff like clone evolution, I really don't try to make a whole lot of brain cells, prioritize to memorize clone evolution recipes. Usually I'm like, okay brain, we can relax on memorizing that. I'll just come back to the recipe. And then I try to focus on other stuff that I need to remember more actively that I can't. Well, actually I end up wasting it. Probably waste it and remember what boobs look like, let's be real. So I'm like, clone evolution recipe or boobs. So that's kind of what I prioritize. So sorry if I'm forgetting the recipes. And then someone was saying, yeah, that one guy was saying that every time you do a clone, you need 4 of him? No, 3 of him, he said, plus the others. And then someone was saying, no, sometimes you don't need 3. I was thinking, is it always 3? Let's check. I was thinking it was always 3, but occasionally 2. No, maybe it is always 3. Oh no, here's 2. So yeah, it is all normally, so those guys arguing are both part right. Most of the time it is 3, but occasionally it's going to be 2. In rare occasions. Yeah, maybe Trump is the only case. Because Trump's so potent that he only needs 2 of them. Yeah, and that's why I'm not memorizing this thing. I know people are like, why don't you memorize the recipes? It's like I need to memorize different other stuff. And it kind of leaves it like a mystery. When I used to research ancient mysteries all the time, I try to focus on solving everything. And then I was like, sometimes it's kind of nice to leave some of the things a mystery. Like after you find the solution, you're like, oh, the solution was pretty good, but the mystery itself was even better. So that's why I'm like, man, why don't I just leave some things a mystery in life, and instead of always trying to memorize and solve everything. Like sometimes when I'm exploring, I'll just like, hey, take the map, throw it aside, and be like, hey, I'm just going to explore and see what I can find on my own. even though I have a map that could take me right to what I'm looking for. And the weirdest part is, along the way doing that without the map, sometimes you find little side clues that give you insight to an even bigger mystery. It's kind of funny how that works out like that. So that's what I recommend, is as nice as it is to memorize everything, and try not to always do it. Try to see both sides of the coin. It is probably for the best just to memorize it. Who are we kidding? Yeah, watch Trump is the only exception, eh? It looks like everyone else is 3. Okay, so what he was saying is order and chaos clones. So I think that's these two. And he's telling me I wasted fat chili. I was like, yeah, I know I wasted fat chili, but the reason I did was because fat chili is on the, the board. So I can just get more of them. He's not that hard to get more of. And I was facing either using him or people that I couldn't get anywhere except the gene bank. So I was like, if I can't get anyone but from the gene bank, I'll pick someone that I can get from the board. The fat chili. I know it seems fucked up that I'm just high all the time and just do things at random. I like to joke like that, but I'm actually just disguising a much deeper plan. I swear. Yeah, see, there's some people that are dumb, and there's some people that play dumb people on YouTube, right? Alright, let's see. Give this a refresh, or just play it. No, I shouldn't say that I like to play being dumb on YouTube, but YouTube's more of the time I like to just relax, let my guard down. Right when you have millions of people targeting you, it's a good time to do that, right? I like to joke around on YouTube too. A lot of times on my other channel, people are saying that I was too serious all the time. So I figured maybe practicing doing YouTube videos and just chilling and not being overly serious all the time. I know I kind of took it to the extreme one way to the next, but maybe I'll find a happy medium someday. Someday. I'm the worst for that. Anyone else know someone like that? Can't do things mildly. It always has to be one extreme to the next. Can't do things half-assed. Unless it's something productive. Then I'll finish it 99% of the way and never finish. Whatever happened to finishing quick? Geez, only 48 hours left of the clone. Right, I think it says Gizmo 1. So yeah, what that guy's probably telling me, focus on these heroes. Make sure I get all of these ones in my team. Because obviously this is the team that will win. And what inspires me is this team's only 200. So really I'm not that far away, right? I was thinking the highest team would be like 500 or something. I was wondering if there's a cap for red. What are these? So maybe the cap for red is like 250? I don't know. Because he's level 245, but none of his heroes are. Maybe the cap always just is whatever your level is. If anyone knows in the chat, if they could put that. Because I'm wondering, I think someone already told me what the cap for red was and I forgot. Sorry. I don't know what I do to forget. Alright, let's get some more battles going, yo. Oh, sorry for the yo. Here I said I wasn't going to conform to you and I'm already trying not to say it. I think there was something else in the show I used to say all the time and I focused really hard on not saying it. It didn't work. So then I just tried to ignore and pretend like I'm not trying to say it, and I think I stopped saying it. I hope. Wait. I think I saved the battle. Look at that. My memory was intact, partially. So I have a purple crime fighter. I'm thinking I can kill him. I can kill the symphony. The rest of the team is pretty sketch. And every time I go to beat it, the game crashes. So let's try it again. Ooh, looks good so far. The battle has begun. You know, it's weird. Some days I get down the dumps, I'm like, man, pushing 50, mom's basement, financially ruined. But it's like, man, other times I'm like, Ghost Train Haze, Mead, YouTube channel. It's like I'm living the dream, and I'm fucking in bad shape all at the same time. It's quite the interesting prediction. So that's why I try to encourage you guys. Life is probably going to be up and down for everyone. Don't try to get too down in the dumps when you're in one stage or another. Like, look at this battle. I thought I could win, but did not go so well. But who knows? Maybe this is just leading me to better things. Like refreshing. Yeah, I appreciate if someone in maybe 18 or over is able to arrange to contact the show via social platforms of some type. Zoom, Skype, you name it. I'm pretty sure I can manage. Even if I don't know how to use it, I'll watch some YouTube tutorial that'll teach me how. I'll have to watch it multiple times. No, it's funny. I was kind of dreading going to work tomorrow. Now I'm actually looking forward to it. Whip my body back into shape. I don't know if we'll have a job like the last one. I don't know if I told you guys what the last job was like. Boss is like, don't worry, we just have to shovel some grass or dirt out in and out of the trailer, wheelbarrow it, nothing you can't handle. I'm like, alright. We get there, the job site's up a fucking giant hill. So I'm like, Jesus, I gotta fill this wheelbarrow, roll it all the way up and down the hill. I don't know if anyone's tried wheelbarrows before, but they work better on level ground. One strategy I had was just running at the hill with the wheelbarrow, then letting the momentum of it being so full and heavy and moving carry it up the hill. And that worked for part of the time. But then my body started to get really tired. Back started to ache. Oh yeah, and then right at the top of the hill there was a bush you had to duck under. So I'm like, not only did I have to run up the hill, but I also had to duck under. Right at the peak. Fuck man, like 6-7 hours of that. That was a good workout. No breaks. Well, technically my job has breaks, but it's driving time in between jobs. So a lot of times it's like at the end of the shift when you're already done. Now it usually works out that I get way extra break time because the drive will take way more than what I needed for breaks. So I can't bitch too much about it. Although I am. Now when I think about it, I appreciate all the negative criticism on my YouTube channel so much. Because I was thinking, dear God, it's like I keep criticizing myself as always being so negative and criticizing. When I see other people do it, I'm like, oh, thank God, it's not just me. It's like, give me hell, guys. Give me hell. Just don't get my channel banned. Then we all lose. I don't know what any of us will do then. We'll have to like go and get a life. Not to say none of you guys don't have a life. I'm sure you do. Now, I was looking at one of the guys that I have on my Facebook friends list that I used to play video games with. And I think he's like a famous musician in Brazil now. It's like, man, that worked out cool for him. It's like, who would have thought, eh? You could go from just playing video games to actually being successful. Maybe there's hope for all of us, right? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think we're fucked. He was lucky. Excuse me. God, I love mead. I wish I could drink this every day. They even put it for sale at my liquor store by my house. I would be buying it like crazy, but there's a home delivery option, and the union in charge of our post office has decided to stop home delivery. So even though you can pay for home delivery, you still have to go and pick it up. And with the whole line for the COVID situation, there's like a 2-3 hour line. So I'm like, I'm not going to wait 2 to 3 hours to pick the shit up. Fuck that. I can't believe the union can just say no to delivering it and we have to go pick it up. Like, shouldn't they just hire a different company? I don't know what's going on with that. But it's nice because how I got these bottles is the winery or meadery was like, hey, they'll just deliver it for free. So I'm like, alright, so got free delivery from them instead. It's funny, the place like a block from my house won't deliver it to me, but a place like 2 hours away will deliver it to my house for the same price. That's union work. Union versus non-union, right? Union's great if you're working for the union, but if you're paying to get a service done by the union, then you're fucked. Now, I almost got into the union at one point. I bet you my life would have been very different if I got in. I got a little taste of it and man, it was addictive. The really high pay, mediocre job difficulty. The only thing was moving to Toronto, and I was just getting a lot of bad luck every time I was in Toronto. I was like, how many times can you get bad luck in a place before you're just like, hey, I should go back to where I was getting good luck? Oh fuck, I think I was making like $30-something an hour. I've never made half since. Oh well, live and learn. Actually, technically I didn't even get into the union, but I was in the same building that had a union. And I was in charge of supervising the union. But for some reason the supervisors weren't part of the union. I don't know why that worked out like that. If anyone who's part of a union can clarify why that would be. Doesn't it seem weird? You work for a company and you're a supervisor, but yet you're not part of the union. And everyone you're supervising is? I was like, maybe it's because I'm a little slow. No, unions definitely seem very addictive to work for. So many plus sides. Good pay, decent hours, reasonable job duties. I think I love everything about the union, except for the one thing is when taxpayers start paying it. Then it bankrupts everything. So I was thinking maybe if one day if the unions could thrive, and without having to be part of the city, there's gotta be a way to make both work. Yeah! Victory is mine. Can't believe how long these battles are taking. I was hoping to get more accomplished this episode, but we didn't even make it to the gold chest, didn't get the dungeons done. Yeah, well, you guys were gone. I was playing the dungeon, and I beat a few extra levels. Holy shit, this level's gonna kick my ass. Alright, at least this should end quick. Finishing quick is my specialty. I'll try to give myself another 5 minutes, see how much more I can get done. Oh yeah, I think it's because I got carried away talking about the different plans for the future, explaining all the viewer questions. No, keep the questions coming, guys. Yeah, even the guy that's making criticisms of my video, if you want to come in on Skype, that'd be a big help. Now I was thinking I am starting to get a little bit stressed out and vaporizing too much because I can't communicate with anyone. The whole pandemic, I'm not meeting new friends, I'm not hanging out with my old friends. Be kind of cool to chat with someone on TeamSpeak or Skype or something. I'm desperate, man. I'm drinking myself to death. No pressure. Yeah, see, my team's fucked, eh? You can see him get my ass kicked already. It's a Dromino on level gold. He's got that sick dodge ability. This is good, because I wanted to wrap up doing this and get onto a new part. Did I get some gold fragments? Yeah, sick of Jesus, I unlocked gold. What did I unlock it for? Was it beating this? Or no, it was beating that fucking... the main level campaign. Alright, let's skip ahead. This team's fucked. Alex ain't gonna win. He can hang on, but he ain't gonna win. Let's check. Did I kill anyone? Yeah, I did. I killed him. Should I bring in the backup team, see if they can tear him a new one? Nah, my backup team is almost non-existent. Who else do I got? These two? Oh well, that was decent luck at that. Man, this mead is really kicked in. I better wrap this show up and get on to the next show. I don't know how I'm gonna get to work tomorrow. Hope you guys wish me luck for work tomorrow. I'll need it. No, don't worry. Well, maybe you should. Worst comes to worst, I'll probably be YouTubing more. Oh, we get to spin the casino. I'll show you my guys' plan for the casino, and that's where we'll wrap up the show. If you check here, go to the hero chart, go to blue, see everyone I've gotten. I'm missing just one, this chick here. Hey, maybe there's a way to make her into purple. No, I don't think so. Unless the fat chick turns into her. Yeah, so this is the chick I need. It says elite mode, blah blah blah, epic mode, gene bank, or the casino. And I figure what you should do is unlock everyone, and then it'll give you the next person when you start drawing. So if I unlock her, I should start getting her. So anyways, that's my plan. And just so happened when I was picking the casino, look who it came up. So that's who I'll keep it at for now. It's a 1 in a million chance I'll land on her, but hey, look I got Darius eventually doing this. I was only one off there, one earlier. And I'm at 420. That's a good sign. enzymes. Sucks balls. So I hope you guys like my explanation. I appreciate all the criticism in the videos. You know, actually I kind of like that in a way, because when people just say they love everything, there's really nothing to discuss. But if some people add criticism, it gives me something to challenge. I appreciate the challenge, guys. Alright, we'll wrap it up. We're 5 minutes over the time limit already for the show. I'll try to speed up the next show and get more done. Let's see, what do we got for the events? We'll check next time. I don't want to stop playing. Yeah, who knows, guys? We still got that 1,000 subscribers special where I'll still start doing live streams, Clone Evolution. Maybe even do occasional ones on Twitch and YouTube. I'm hesitant to do Twitch because I don't like how it doesn't keep your archive intact, but you can also duplicate it onto YouTube, so it's not a bad plan maybe. Alright, Patreon, if you want to help out with the other patrons, I really appreciate it. And Society 6, I got my merch. Finishing quick is my specialty. Comes on bed sheets. Very popular with the ladies. You can tell, because look at me. Here's proof for you. Swagbucks is where you get discounts online. Discount codes and percentage off. GameKit, get paid to be a gamer. Who didn't want to be a professional gamer? Sign up, do it. I'm going to do an explanation of how to do GameKit soon. I think someone asked me to do it before and I've been slacking. Summer, been wanting to get other shit done. Winter should be a little bit more productive. I say that now. Famous last words. Right, Hideout TV. Yeah, you can get paid to watch videos just like YouTube, except it pays out to not only the creators, but also the viewers like you. So that's why you should sign up for Hideout TV. Bitcoin will pay you in the lottery spins. And I haven't even done the lottery spin for today, so I'll do that right now. Alright, for today's Bitcoin spin, I'm at 25,431 Satoshi. Let's give it a roll. Woohoo! 25,449 Satoshi. How was that? I liked it. Alright. Big thanks to everyone who's already been helping out with the Bitcoin. We're back down to 32 referrals, because eventually your referrals, if they stop playing, drop off. So try not to be a quitter, guys. I really appreciate it every time you're watching the videos. If you can do one free spin at least per episode, it really helps me out. Right, and everyone who already is, high five. You guys are helping me out big time. Right, Virtual Mate. It's the sex machine for adults and men only, but any ladies watching the show, don't worry. I'm not leaving you girls out either. If you want to just message me, well, 19 over. And yeah, that's for sure. I'm just kidding. But anyways, let's continue. Let's see, what else was there? What items did I get in my item bag today? Maybe we should do the big reward. If any of Gizmo's big prize award happens to slip and go into your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, then give the show a dislike. But if that doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. I really appreciate it. And I just seen I have some level 100 gear I forgot to equip. So I think maybe I might save this 100 gear or equip it and then maybe make some duplicate 110 gear. I noticed you can do that with forging. It's pretty cool. Right, take care everyone, have a good one, and make sure you never purchase the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now. See you later. Here's 3 at the same time. See, that's the best.